Are you making the right calls at the right time? I mean, that's the one question every single business leader asks themselves, right? Well, today, we're going to talk about how you can find those answers, not in a crystal ball, but in the numbers your company is already creating every single day.
Okay, let's just get right to it. You've got big plans, don't you? You want to grow, innovate, maybe even conquer your market. But does it ever feel like you're trying to navigate a storm without a compass? That's exactly what it's like trying to expand when you don't have a rock-solid grip on your own financial statements. It's kind of the silent obstacle holding back so many brilliant leaders. You know, most of us run on intuition. And let's be real, a good gut feeling, it's a superpower. We've all been there, that hunch that tells you to launch that new product or hire that key person. And when it works out, man, it feels amazing. But what about when it doesn't? That's when we kind of wish we had a little more than just a feeling. Are we building on solid ground, or are we just hoping for the best?
And this right here really gets to the heart of the frustration. Does this sound familiar? You know, every month you get these reports, these stacks of what feel like meaningless papers from accounting that might as well be in a foreign language. They feel like this expensive chore instead of what they actually are, a strategic asset. If you've ever felt that way, I promise you, you are not alone.
Here's the thing. You've gotten this far because you are good at what you do. You're making smart calls every single day. But here's the real gut check question. Are those decisions backed by hard data, or are they brilliant leaps of faith? Can you confidently explain why a decision was the right one, using the numbers to prove it to your board, your investors, or even just your own team?
So let's talk about what's really at stake here. Because flying blind isn't just a management style. It comes with a very real cost. A cost that shows up in missed opportunities, wasted spending, and a team that might be rowing in a bunch of different directions. It's like this invisible friction just holding your business back.
And I mean, just look at the difference here. It's so stark. On the left, you've got decisions based on intuition. They feel risky, they're nearly impossible to justify when you need a loan or an investment, and ultimately, they put the brakes on your growth. But then look at the right side. That's a whole different ballgame. Decisions driven by data are strategic. They're confident. They are the fuel that accelerates your company forward.
So how do we get from that left side over to the right? Well, it all starts with understanding that finance isn't just for the accountants. It's the universal language of business. And you know what the best part is? You can become fluent, and it's probably way easier than you think.
And this is the solution. Look, this is not your typical dry accounting course. This is a practical, hands-on workshop, and it's designed specifically for people with zero background in finance. It's not for the number crunchers, it's for the leaders, the visionaries, the decision makers. It's for you.
So the whole point is this. We're going to help you stop seeing those reports as meaningless papers and start seeing them as the dashboard of a high-performance car. Once you know what every gauge means, you can push the engine to its limit and navigate any turn with total precision. It is, without a doubt, the most powerful tool in your entire arsenal. We break it all down into 3 simple logical steps. First, we'll dig into the income statement. Think of this as your company's report card. It tells you exactly how you performed. Next, we hit the balance sheet. This is like a financial X-ray, a perfect snapshot of your company's health at one specific moment. And finally, the cash flow statement. This is the lifeblood, showing you exactly where the cash is coming from and where it's going.
So what's the promise here? By the end of this program, you won't just be able to read your financial statements, you'll be able to interpret them, question them, and use them to tell a powerful story about your business. You'll get how your company is financed, and you'll be able to command the language in any important business meeting you're in.
Honestly, this is about so much more than just learning a new skill. It's about a fundamental transformation in your role. You'll go from being a manager who's always reacting to daily fires to a strategist who actually architects the future, who sees challenges and opportunities way before anyone else.
And this is where it gets real. Just imagine walking into your next budget meeting and not just keeping up, but actually leading the financial conversation with total confidence. Imagine making your next huge investment decision, not with anxiety, but with absolute certainty because it's backed by hard data. These are the new abilities you're going to walk away with.
So who is this for? Well, it's for the entrepreneur who's pitching for funding. It's for the supervisor who's trying to manage a team budget. It's for the manager fighting for their department's resources, and for the senior executive who's setting the company's vision. Basically, if your decisions make an impact on the bottom line, this workshop was built for you. Because every single number in your business, every sale, every expense, it's a character in a much bigger story. That dip in Q3 sales, that's not just a number, it's the story of a missed opportunity. That steady climb in operating costs,
That's the story of your growth. Your numbers are talking, so the only question left is, are you ready to stop just listening and finally lead the conversation?